Recently, I got my roof fixed after 55 years of living in this house built in the 1930s. Since it was construction work, I talked to, you guessed it, exactly one paisano. In LA, Middle Eastern folks own the roofing market. I was not expecting that. The company I went with was not the paisano one. That dude quoted me as if I didn't live in the ghetto, but like Echo Park or something. Plus, he was really condescending, but I went with the folks from the Middle East. One of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. For real, I'm like half in love with my contractor. No hyperbole. I've only made like 4 good decisions in my life, and that was one of them. Look at me. I'm on YouTube, and that is not because of good decisions. The gentleman I hired, while he was answering my random questions, got a phone call from whom I'm assuming was his wife. "I'm coming for your spot, ma'am." And I heard him speak his language. I don't know what normal people do, but I was listening to him talk and trying to figure out what language he was speaking. In my mind, I was like, okay, I know what Farsi sounds like, and he's not speaking that. If he was speaking Arabic, I would catch a word or two because a lot of Spanish words come from Arabic words. And that interaction got me thinking about Spanish and how much it's evolved over the centuries. Language in general is wild and fascinating to me. This week, let's take a small break from movies and talk about El Castellan. A little teeny tiny FYI note. We know the language as Spanish, but it's actually called Castilian. I will use Spanish and Castilian interchangeably in this video. I just have to make sure we're all on the same page here. In this video, I'll do my very best to give you guys some history, a list of words that come from Arabic, and where Spanish is now. Spoilers, that depends a lot on where you live. La Real Academia, yo se la dejo a España. Let's get into it. I'm sure when at the beginning of this video, I said that a lot of Spanish words come from Arabic words, a lot of you were like, what? A lot of jaws hitting the ground. You may not know that or have ever heard that. For a lot of us, language is something that is fully formed, never changes, and has strict rules that must never be broken. Language doesn't work like that. In order for languages or anything really to survive, they need to grow, change, and evolve. Grammar has a lot of rules. Some words are not real words until they are added to the dictionary. Only certain people are allowed to change language, and it's never people of color and or the LGBTQ plus community. Even though, in America especially, that is who changes language the most. LGBTQ plus people of color make up a word or term, white LGBTQ plus people start using it, then white ladies make it an official part of the language. And it makes sense that lower class people are the ones that change language. In the last video for Maid in Manhattan, we talked a little bit about class. One of the indicators of upper class folks is how they speak, what language they use. Upper class folks always want to speak properly and will almost never make up a new word or phrase. Lower class folks are not married to or even know all the rules of proper speaking, so they'll make up words, phrases, neologisms, etc. Language is very tied to class. For an unexpected example, Nuestro Señor Jesucristo spoke Aramaic, which is, in my understanding, Ghetto Hebrew. Ghetto because it was spoken by the lower classes. My homie JC kept it real. He's from the streets like us. It's hard to imagine Jesus Christ as lower class, but That's what's in the Bible. That's one influence on language. Lower class and or LGBTQ plus people of color. The other influence on language is other languages. Always. One language has better words, terms, and sayings than another. Always. From personal experience, English is pretty weak. Spanish is better at emotions and expressions. So American English, in particular, borrows words from every other language. All languages we have been speaking for centuries have changed over the centuries, and we can talk about it for weeks. But we are here to talk about Spanish in this video, so let's go to the Iberian Peninsula conquest. In 711 Anno Domini, the Moors, Maghreb Berbers, conquered the Iberian Peninsula and put an end to the Visigothic Christians of Hispania. Well, not fully. The Moors conquered the southern part of the peninsula, and the Spanish were in the very north of Spain, keeping control of this area right here. Before the Moors got to Hispania, it was the Romans who conquered, named it Hispania, and left their language, Latin. The Romans left in the 400s Anno Domini. Latin slowly changed into something called Hispano-Romance. Many modern Romance languages didn't move away completely from Latin. Their languages just morphed over time. After the Moors were in Spain for a while, they spoke Andalusian Arabic and Mos Arabic. Those two languages meshed with Hispano-Romance and made the Castilian we all know and have major problems with today. Here's an idea that is super fascinating to me and maybe will be for you guys. The way I understood it is that Spain was already speaking Castilian and the Moors got there, stayed for 700 plus years, and changed Castilian by adding Arabic to it. After doing the research, that is not how it happened. It's more like Hispano-Romance plus Arabic equals the Castilian we speak today. Basically, without Arabic, Castilian would be more like French or Italian. Wild. I already believe that French is super pretentious Spanish. This revelation further confirms that belief. The Spanish kingdom at the north started what is known as the Reconquista and kicked out the Moors. It took them over 700 years, but they did it. Since it took them over 700 years, the language had been very well established. So even though the Moors were kicked out, their language and some of their customs stayed. Words and maybe phrases we have been hearing and using our entire lives. Arabic didn't invade Castilian, but it's seen that way. This might be because of how we see not just conquest and imperialism, but also brown people. White conquistadores and imperialists are seen as heroes and leaders other people aspire to be. Black and brown Arab Moors are seen as invaders, scary villains, and it's a good thing the Spanish were able to take their land back. I know some folks will be like, we hate that mal-nacido Columbus. Yeah, but that's through a modern, taking native people seriously lens. When you learn about what that mal-nacido did to the Arawak people, you will ask yourself why Columbus Day is still a thing. I'm pointing this out for 3 reasons. 1, I think we all need to be reminded just how ingrained in us collectively white supremacy is. 2, and this one will really cook your noodle, the Spanish were able to reconquistar Spain and kick out the Moors in 1491. Do we all know what happened in 1492? And I can't help but wonder what would have happened if the Moors hung on for at least 1 more year. Would they have made the trek to the New World? Would we all be Muslim? Would we still have our native populations more or less intact? To my understanding, the Moors didn't conquer to eliminate. They assimilated those they could and charged money to those that would not assimilate. Seems like a better, less barbaric, more humane way to live. But again, they are scary black and brown people, so we will never know what could have been. Man, do Spanish folks hate black and brown people. That's probably where a lot of folks in the Latin Hispanic community get it from. Malnacidos. 3, I'm a California hippie. We all grew up with this idea that up until recently, everyone and everything was separate. People were all separate, and in the history of mankind, these folks wouldn't mess with these folks. People always spoke the same languages, had the same food and customs. One group of people never had any influence on another group of people. Every group of people are different and will always be different. There will never be any overlap. There are lines in the sand, and those lines will never be crossed or erased. Then you do a quick Google search and you find out that we are far more connected and alike than previously thought. Not to get all kumbaya on you guys, but I think it's amazing how we are all connected and have been interesting influences on one another. We are all children of the universe. California hippie. Anyway, because of the Moors and Arabic, we have a pretty rich Castilian language today. Some words obviously have an Arabic origin, others are more surprising. Let's take a look at a whole bunch of them. If I list all the words alphabetically, this will be a super boring section. So to make it more interesting, first we'll do the obvious words that are from Arabic, then the boring words, then the surprising words at the end. That sounds good. The obvious. Ojala, from the Arabic inshallah, si Dios quiere, hopefully. Ole, from the Arabic for Allah, God or by God. Asafran, from the Arabic asafran, saffron. Hachis, from the Arabic hasis, hashish. Ajedrez, from the Arabic ashatranj, chess. Algebra, from the Arabic al-gabru, algebra. Aceituna, from the Arabic zaituna, olive. Almohada, from the Arabic al-mughada, pillow. Alacran, from the Arabic al-qarib, scorpion. Cifra, from the Arabic sifr, number or zero. Calabaza, from the Arabic querabat, pumpkin. Faruco, from the Arabic farouche, cocky. Hasanya, from the Arabic Hasana, feet. Jarabe, from the Arabic sarab, medical syrup. Jarra, from the Arabic garra, jar or mug. Jabali, from the Arabic gabali, boar. Jirafa, from the Arabic zurafa, giraffe. Joroba, from the Arabic hadaba, hump. Macabro, from the Arabic macabra, cemetery. Naranja, from the Arabic naranj, orange. Rehén, from the Arabic rihan, hostage. Rincón, from the Arabic rukan, corner. Tambor, from the Arabic tabal, drum. Tamarindo, from the Arabic tamir hindi, tamarind. Toronja, from the Arabic turunga, grapefruit. Zanahoria, from the Arabic safun nara, carrot. The boring. Aceite, from the Arabic asayat, oil. Albahaca, from the Arabic halbaka, basil. Algodón, from the Arabic alkuitun, cotton. Alcohol, from the Arabic kuhul, alcohol. Alcalde, from the Arabic alcaldi, mayor. Alfombra, from the Arabic al-khanbal, rug. Alquilir, from the Arabic alquiri, rent. Almanaque, from the Arabic almanah, calendar. Arroz, from the Arabic arruz, rice. Atún, from the Arabic altun, tuna. Azúcar, from the Arabic azúcar, sugar. Azul, from the Arabic azaward, blue. Dado, from the Arabic adad, dice or die. Taza, from the Arabic tasa, cup or mug. Lima, from the Arabic lima, a lime. Música, from the Arabic música, music. Pantalón, from the Arabic pantalón, pants. Camisa, from the Arabic kamis, shirt. Sofa, from the Arabic sofa, couch. The surprising, and it's pretty surprising. Alcancía, from the Arabic alcanzaya, piggy bank. Asesino, from the Arabic assassin, murderer. Barrio, from the Arabic barri, neighborhood. Blusa, from the Arabic blusa, blouse. Café, from the Arabic cave, coffee or brown. Elixir, from the Arabic al-kisr, elixir. escabeche from the Arabic azúcar, marinade, fideo from the Arabic fidas, noodles, fulano from the Arabic fulan, person, dude, chick, so-and-so, guitarra from the Arabic guitarra, guitar, Guadalajara from the Arabic Wad al-Khayara, river of stones, hasta from the Arabic hata, until, limon from the Arabic lamun, lemon, loco from the Arabic lauka, crazy, insane or fool, mascara from the Arabic mashkara, mask or mascara, mazapan from the Arabic matuban, a seated king, momia from the Arabic mumia, mummy, sandia from the Arabic sindaha, watermelon, sorbete from the Arabic sarba, sorbet, talco from the Arabic talc, powder, tarea from the Arabic taria, task or homework, tabaco from the Arabic tubak, tobacco. There are words like chisme, calibre, and chivo that are claimed to be from the Arabic, but I can't find the Arabic words they allegedly come from. If there are any words I missed, which I know there are a lot, comment them down below. There are some I couldn't find a reliable resource for, so I didn't include them, but still, let me know. Super quick FYI, there are over 4,000 words that come from the Arabic language. Most of the A and AL words in Spanish are Arabic in origin. Basically, if you speak Spanish, you're speaking Arabic. That's wild. The Castellan Spanish that we know derives from Latin. Not fancy Latin, but vulgar low-class Latin. Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian, and Romanian are all derived from the vulgar Latin Romance mother language. As we have established in a previous section, Hispano-Romance and Arabic got together and had a Castilian baby. When the no-good mal-nacido hijos de puta Spanish arrived in Mexico and Latin America, they brought their language and annihilated everything and everyone else in these parts. Fun fact, there are about 16 languages spoken in Spain. Castellan is the most common. Catalan, which is a mix of Spanish and French, is the next most popular. Then it's Galicia, a mix of Spanish and Portuguese. Those two are closer to French and Portuguese respectively than Spanish. If those languages can mix and become official, it's only a matter of time before Spanglish becomes an official language. So the malnacidos came to the New World, did full genocide, so we all speak or are shamed for not speaking Spanish. Since almost a continent and a half speak Spanish, there are a lot of variations on Spanish words spoken. For example, in Mexico, it's a mix of Castellan and Nahuatl, the language of the Aztec Mexica people. In places like Puerto Rico, where native populations were wiped out, there are words that are different, but the language mixture is not there like it is in Mexico. More on ethnic breakdowns in Latin America here. Spoilers, most all indigenous populations were wiped off the face of the earth. What we do know about them is from second-hand accounts, and those cannot be trusted. Those accounts are used to justify racism and genocide, but that is a topic for another video. Because of these folks being wiped out, only a few words have been mixed into Spanish. More words in different regions come from German, Italian, French, Portuguese, Lebanese, and West African dialects, among so many others. But there is no interesting mix of Castellan and native languages like there is in Mexico in other parts of Latin America. I'm sure Castellan Spanish will continue to change over the years. I am telling you, Spanglish as an official language is coming. And on a side note, stop shaming Latin Hispanic folks for not speaking Spanish. A lot of us don't because our parents and or grandparents wanted to spare us from racism, so we didn't learn Spanish. Others no hablo because we are third or fourth generation born here. We've been fully assimilated and we need to normalize that being an American with Latin Hispanic roots looks different for everyone. My Spanish is crap because I didn't practice it enough. Laugh at my Spanish in this video, link down below. Thinking about all the remodeling my house needs, I may need to start an OnlyFans. I'll aim for a Dita Von Teese feel and end up looking like Dr. Frankenfurter, if I'm lucky. I mention this because if you see me out there selling pictures of my feet, 1, I'm paying for the remodel of my house, and 2, mind your business. I thought exploring languages would be fun and not controversial. Just fun facts about how language changes over time, about how Arabic made Spanish what it is today, and that's endlessly fascinating to me. But everything in our world has an undercurrent of racism, classism, imperialism, and general unpleasantness. But I still hope this video was fun and informative. I'll link to a video, I'm sure you guys have seen it, of 2 young ladies comparing Arabic to Spanish. Again, wild stuff. I had a lot of fun researching and learning about language and some history in there. This video reminded me of why I started this channel, to learn, explore, and expand my mind about my culture. My hope is that you guys watching this also feel the thrill I do, but it might only be for me, and that's cool. I loved it. Real talk, this video reinvigorated me. Making videos for YouTube is not fun. Let me clarify that. Making unsuccessful videos for YouTube is not fun. YouTube is constantly reminding you how much you suck and how much of a failure you are. It's all about views, subscribers, engagement, and when that's all that matters, the actual content suffers. It makes you hate doing this. I have made peace with the fact that this channel will never be successful though, and it's fine, really. As long as I'm still having fun and learning, I'll keep making these videos. Plus, like 3 or 4 of you guys that keep commenting are also keeping this channel alive, so thanks. That got a little more deep than I intended there, but I'm all about being transparent. Anyways, what did you guys think of this video? You guys want to see more of these kinds of videos? Or should I stick to the movie reviews? Let me know. I was thinking of a mixture to keep it fun for me. These videos are a surprising amount of work. One day I'll be able to hire some people and really make this channel amazing. That's something else those feet pictures will pay for. Anyway, familia, tell me all your thoughts and feelings about this or anything we cover on this channel. I have a lot of videos in the catalog, so check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, salud, mi familia.